The nocternal is absolutely nutty. Now, I mean, obviously, out there, everybody gave their 2 cents on the subject. If you're not pretty well heard or ahead of what's going on, there's a couple of people that in the past used to make YouTube content and used to make video reviews as well. One of them is most optimal at the moment. I'm not gonna repeat what it is because if y'all didn't know who it was, obviously y'all live under a rock. For those that play safe, I mean, it's just one of the people. But I'm gonna give you my view on what the weapon is, which I'm talking about the nocternal. Now, this weapon, the nocturnal, absolutely slaps. There's a reason why the weapon cost $200 in the past. When the weapon first came out, it had a real bad ability. It was basically a reprint of the Siegebreaker, and the people who bought this weapon felt like Epic gave us a real big finger in our ass because we felt like we lost out on it. So, you know, with a bandage and Vaseline, we got to heal from the trauma of those events. But time went along and they felt like they should give us something unique with the weapon, which they did. And they changed a major perk on it. A perk that, I'll be honest with you, it fucking slaps. That perk being, hitting an enemy with this weapon marks them as a target. Stacking with each hit. Upon reload, each marked targets explode in a 0-point tile radius, dealing 65% damage. Dealt per mark. Applied and removes all marks from the target. Yada yada yada, space-time continuum. That clearly said it all. When you shoot an enemy and you waste the entire clip on them, or you reload a clip, it explodes on them. It's just what it is. The shit does a lot of damage to them. Basically, spray, pray, death. All 3 in 1. Nothing wrong with this weapon. I use this weapon with my hemlock and my ground pounder. I'm not gonna go with the gravedigger. And there's a funny story with this weapon too, because in the past, I had thought that you could get the nocturnal buying llamas, and I put a lot of money in buying random llamas. And it took me actually doing quite the study to find out that this is not obtainable in normal llamas. You can only get this from the Ultimate Founders Edition. If you do want the Ultimate Founders Edition, I'm sorry to come out of nowhere and break your back with a bat. You're not gonna get this weapon at all. Unless you go online. I heard people say that you could get a code still, which I'm sort of skeptical with that. Either you get an account with this weapon, someone gives you this weapon, or you run out there with your diapers on and find a way to trade somebody with this weapon. I think I said that. But either way, I suggest not trading. This shit's for lames. I got my weapon built on crit damage, crit rating, and reload speed. Because I'm a nerd when it comes to reload speed. I really like it a lot. I prefer to reload fast than wipe my ass with whatever's in front of me so I can keep moving forward. I left the energy because I'm not going to try to change multiple elements when I know one element is going to be good enough for me. Even though the 75% of the damage being done to the enemy. And you know, I think 75 is pretty up there. You need to worry about what's going on and you don't have to stress the thing. Let's go into statistics! The statistics of the weapon: damage, headshot damage, crit chance, crit damage, where you're gonna go, where to find it, where to pick it up, Amazon order, should I get it at Walmart? Everything is there printed on the left side, including the reload speed. Stating fully automatic flexible assault rifle capable of handling all types of combat scenarios. High rate of fire with solid accuracy when aiming down sights and firing in controlled bursts, which means you should aim it and not just hold it down randomly and try to control what's going on with your weapon. And like I said before, there is nothing this weapon most likely can't handle in a situation. I'm not gonna make it seem like you're fighting a crazy ton of smashers like Frostnite or Endurance that this is gonna help you. But I have played this game long enough to know that even using this with a group of friends, squad-wise, in 160s carries its own weight. This is not a joke of a weapon. If you're looking for power and you feel like, yo, I need something that can hit pretty freaking duro, like really hard, and I'm looking for that boost, this could be one of those weapons. Don't be fooled by the duct tape. Don't be fooled by that duct tape. Bro, that duct tape is a duct tape from Dollar Tree, and you don't even want to know how they made it in Dollar Tree in a world like this. That's no joke. And you can see the little marks. Mind you, I'm just talking about the minor details to the weapon. It's basically a Siegebreaker reskin, but it's, trust me, it's worth it. I think it's also Ramirez's weapon, if I'm correct, is her main weapon in Fortnite Save the World. And I have been told that this is a pay-to-win weapon, Which I would say, yeah, in a way, it is a pay-to-win weapon. $200 to get this tremendous amount of damage on a weapon is pretty cool. Which is why 144 did. The weapon is good. How you gonna obtain it? Can't say. Like, you could go to those options I said before. I'm gonna show some gameplay on the weapon so you can see exactly what I mean by its nuts and butts action, so you can be aware. But just know this: if you did have the schematic of this weapon, yeah, you got a bombshell. On top of you being found as a support in the game at its absolute worst, you got a weapon that represents all the stuff that happened in the past in your schematic inventory. So I want you to just think about that. Let's take it to that gameplay. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to go about this. Arrows will go based on classes, while guns go based on grades. I'm gonna keep this little format going as we go along with this little mess that I'm making that's going on. The nocternal I will dub an S class. For an overall gun that could be used in stonewood, plankerton, canny, twine, ventures, whatever the fuck you want to throw in the mix, bag chips, probably to the fridge, probably going to your aunt's house, whatever it is that you feel like you want, the weapon is gonna help you. And there is no flaws to the weapon. It is pretty much simple to use. Collapse enemies, I mean, like I said before, using it in 160s with my friends, had no problem with the weapon. The only thing that I could see that could be considered a downside to the weapon is that when you start using the weapon, you won't let the weapon go. This game is based on creativity and imagination. And yeah, weapons could be good. Some are actually really overpowered and it makes you want to use these weapons non-stop. But then you wind up getting sidetracked to what the game is meant to be. For something where we have to grind constant weapons, build them the way we like, and use it in certain situations, having one weapon that does everything all at once, even though it may sound fun, winds up actually becoming very dull. To me, there's times I use a Freedom Herald, I might use my Hemlock, and there might be times that I use my Maverick. There's times that I might use a Zap Zap, there's times I might use a Dragon's Breath, and there's times that I might just use a Scrap Shot. I like to keep the mix going so I can enjoy the combinations that I'm using on the enemies. And even though one weapon could go ham on all situations, it can get pretty daunting at times. I'm going to be posting my Discord in the bottom of this video for those who want to tag along and enjoy the content being made as we all grow together as times flow. What I really wanted to say. Thank y'all all so much for supporting the videos that I make. It means so much to me. One love, stay humble, and take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for the best streamer the earth has ever seen. Steady aim. Whip it, 12 down.